Hey, folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. This video is for Wednesday, July 11th, 2012. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Well, we have a short-term breakdown into support here as of now. The Federal Reserve minutes just were released, and again, they really didn't say anything specific about QE3. Therefore, the markets reacted poorly, the dollar spiked, and ultimately we are now down into double bottom from yesterday afternoon. If we close below the low from yesterday afternoon right here at around the 133.70 level on the SPY, this market could be in tough shape and could see further downside not only today, but in the coming days. So this is a big deal, folks. I mean, we're seeing some pretty solid selling on the charts here. And again, it was really a sideways slow move, sideways to up on the markets. We were up just before the FOMC minutes were released, and now a quick drop into support. Now, technically, this is support, very obviously support. There's a trend line there. There's the double bottom from yesterday. The markets, again, are still holding that level. But if you're watching this afternoon, watch to see whether or not we get below that line. That will be the telltale signal, no doubt about it, guys. All right, if I zoom out, where could this market go next? Very clearly, this is your next support level, the first blue line down, 133.30, so 133.30, and then another gap fill just below that at 133.15, and another gap fill at 132.80. So those are your next levels. There's a lot of support down here, actually. Once you get in this range, there's a lot of support. Markets are bouncing back just a little bit. Nice big bounce coming in here. So let's keep our eyes peeled and see how this all reacts, all right? Very intriguing action here in the markets today. I'm just scanning through as I kind of watch because I'm obviously trading while I'm doing this, so I want to see if there's any opportunities out there for me as well. But for the most part, it's just a matter of whether or not the market's going to hold this level, which it has so far. Taking a look at the dollar, let's take a look at the UUP intraday. Notice the spike up. That's why the markets have spiked down. Markets move inverse to the dollar. The dollar controls the markets. When the dollar pops, the markets drop. When the dollar drops, the markets pop. It's just that simple. Scanning through, let's go back to some daily charts. And again, I want to flip back to some other keys out there. How's Apple performing today? Apple is down on the day, down about $6. Just made a low of the day here with the market. And again, you can see Apple's down $6, but it's not a huge drop. JPM, Goldman Sachs financials are actually leading the charge today. Yesterday in the free video, I noted to you guys how JPM was actually doing pretty well when the market was down yesterday. And today, again, I mean, JPM is still positive on the day, been positive all day long, even with the market slightly negative. So financials are absolutely leading the charge here, and they're keeping the markets from really being in colossal collapse territory. Right now, we have the S&P 500 trading slightly lower, down about, looks like it's just down about a few points here on the day. NASDAQ is trading down 26 points on the day, and the Dow is down 83. And again, the S&P is down about 3.5 on the day. JPM, again, nice little fall there on that announcement. Notice how it went right to the 50 MA and then bounced right off. One thing to note here, folks, there's a 7-day free trial at InTheMoneyStocks.com. 7-day free trial. You can come take that free trial. It's a full 7 days. So again, from whenever you start, it goes to the next week, 7 full days. Now, the key is if you're interested in swing trading, proprietary technical analysis, trading videos, trading live, all that kind of stuff, you want to join the Research Center. Research Center has all that stuff for swing traders and investors. The intraday stock chat is more geared towards day traders. All right, if you're more intraday trading, more action, you want to be in the mess, in the craziness of the market, that's where you want to be. All right, let's take a look at some other stocks out there. How's Amazon doing today? Amazon down about $3. Not a big drop on Amazon. The interesting thing about Amazon here is if we zoom in on the chart, yesterday you broke through the two moving averages, and today you're continuing that fall. So there was a little bit of a breakdown yesterday, and it's continuing its fall as would have been predicted by looking at the chart and the close yesterday. Again, trend line, two moving averages, closed below all three of them, continued downside today on Amazon. Very cool stuff in that chart right now. All right, let me scan through a couple other things. Goldman Sachs up on the day, just like JPM. And again, if we take a look at the intraday chart here on Goldman Sachs, you can see it is still holding up. Even though it's sold off the highs, it is getting a little bit of a bounce now. What else we want to take a look at? Some of the strong stocks. So we talked about financials being strong. Another area that's very strong today, ExxonMobil and Chevron, so the oil services, oil stocks. You're seeing Exxon is down off its highs, but still, I mean, up 77 cents on the day, and that's when the markets are negative. So you know that's a pretty solid move. Chevron, same thing. Chevron's up 73 cents, although it's had a pretty ugly collapse there, but I mean, it's still positive on the day. So you're seeing, again, financials and oil stocks really leading the charge. I'm seeing the most weakness percentage wise in the NASDAQ, which is technology. Google's actually getting hammered today. Google is down $15.60, lows of the day. Now, let me just look at Google here. Ugly chart on Google. Google, this is really the next daily support level. I mean, right down here at the lows. This is where you're looking on the charts. Right down there, it still has some ways to go. I mean, there's a small little bit of support right here at gap fill right there. This is a gap fill on the chart right around the 564. Maybe for an intraday scalp, that would be a good play. But aside from that, as a more support swing trading side level, this bottom down here would be the level you'd be looking for. All right, let's take a look at Baidu, BIDU. Yeah, Baidu down again today, although it's not down that much because you're coming into double bottom support here. In all fairness, guys, I think Baidu's going here, though. This is the next level I'm looking for on Baidu, which is a double bottom from really late September, early October, right in that vicinity around the 101 level. I even think it does get through the 101 level at some point in the not too distant future, and you're going to go down here to the 96-ish area, 95, 96-ish area. That'll be a great level there as well. All right. So that's what we have going on there. And let's just jump back to the SPY, kind of take a gander at what's going on in these charts. And if we go to the intraday, yeah, market just can't hold up, and we're right back. And so you got a nice little couple bounces off that level, but now let's see if this market can take this level out. Can this market take out this key line here and close below? If it does, you're going lower. You'll go down again, as I said before. Your next support area will be around the 133.30, then the 133.15 level, and then ultimately possibly as low as the 132.60.50 level. All right, but again, it's all on this yellow line, double bottom, key line. Watch this closely. This is going to be the level that will tell us everything we need to know in the coming days and really in the coming minutes and hours of today. Let me just scan through. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else piquing my interest, but I don't see much. First Solar's up a little bit. We're seeing MasterCard, Amex, and Visa all down today. Those are weaker. But really, again, financials, Bank of America up 13 cents, Goldman, JPM all up, Wells Fargo trading up. Financials impressively strong. It's hard to imagine this market really selling off when financials are as strong as they are. I mean, those stocks will really have to come in sharply if that's going to happen. All right, on that note, folks, I got to get back to trading. Come join the 7-day free trial here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. That's InTheMoneyStocks.com, 7-day free trial. If you're a swing trader or an investor, the Research Center is for you. If you are more of a day trader, the Intraday Stock Chat's for you. Take care.